What's happening, everybody? We're back with more content, breaking down film on Travis Etienne Jr. The New Orleans Saints went and got their man from Jacksonville, signing Etienne to a 4-year deal. That's right, a $52 million contract. He secured the bag. Initially, he burst onto the scene in Jacksonville, but then his production cooled off before he came back strong with over 1,100 yards. He definitely elevated his game this past season. I recall conversations before it started. Nobody knew how to feel about the Jaguars' backfield, especially after they sent Bigsby to the Eagles. And then there was Etienne, who was a huge question mark. Folks were unsure of his potential, but he absolutely thrived under Liam Cohen's offense this last year. All right, enough talk. Let's get right to the tape and see for ourselves. Here he is matched up against the Carolina Panthers. Let's break down what he does on this snap. He has this incredible ability to dance in the interior, and right there, a massive gain from Etienne. Just look at him go. He's off to the races and nearly takes it to the house. But here's what truly impresses me about his style. His jump cuts behind the line of scrimmage are elite. He's not indecisive. He doesn't waste time getting stuck in the backfield. It's a quick 1-2 move, and then bang, he's making a play. You can see it right here. A quick 1-2, then a third cut left. He explodes through the gap and sheds the tackle from number 21. I believe he had something like 700 or 800 yards after contact. The man possesses exceptional balance, always keeping his feet churning. Now, on this next snap, also against Carolina, he's lined up in the backfield. It appears the Jaguars are showing. What's the formation here? They're in 11 personnel with one tight end on the field. Let's watch how this one develops. Watch this bounce off his plant foot. Look at that burst to the outside. Just incredible. The play is designed to go inside, but he feels the opening. He makes a slight bounce, plants that right foot, and sees the wide open edge. It's a brilliant decision on his part. Boom. He just explodes off that right foot, turns upfield, and chews up yardage in a hurry. Just look at the acceleration. He keeps driving forward, forcing a missed tackle. He stays upright, gaining another 2 or 3 yards after cutting back on number 21, the safety, and continues to push downfield. His vision and movements are just so fluid and clean. Okay, next up, we've got a play against the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's see what he pulls off here. It's a toss to the left, and watch this. The blocking is developing perfectly, with a key engagement right here. There's another blocker floating out wide, and you've got an offensive lineman pulling to lead the way. Let's watch the rest unfold, and there it is. He shows excellent patience, reads his blocks, and then just accelerates upfield. He follows his escort perfectly. A massive lane opens up, catching the Bengals completely by surprise. And watch big number 73 seal off the backside pursuit. He just surges forward for even more yardage. Etienne is such an intelligent runner, and he's going to be electric for the Saints. Honestly, who knows what the future holds for Alvin Kamara, but Etienne is a guy who can also contribute in the passing game. Now, he's not on Alvin Kamara's level as a receiver, but he's more than capable of running routes and making plays. All right, here he is facing the San Francisco 49ers. Looks like they're in a 12 personnel set. That means 2 tight ends, one on each side of the line, with split wideouts. Let's see what he does with this opportunity. And wow, what an explosive burst around the edge. He turns a well-blocked play into something spectacular. The entire line did their job, but look what he adds. The defense starts to close in here, but it doesn't matter. He simply outruns the pursuit. Once again, he shows his skill at reading the backside blocking and turns it upfield. Number 25 thinks he has the angle, but he is mistaken. The angle isn't sharp enough. He hits him with a double move, leaving the defender grasping at air. Just watch this stutter step right here. He's got 2 defenders trailing him from behind and 25 bearing down. Now watch this subtle move. He drops his shoulders. Boom. That double move completely throws number 25 off balance, and he strolls in for the touchdown. What an absolutely incredible play. Just brilliant. Okay, for this next one, he's up against the Arizona Cardinals. They're in 12 personnel again, with split tight ends and receivers. Let's see what Travis can cook up this time. Just watch his glide as he approaches the hole. It's so effortless. Let's rewind that. Just look at the way he's almost dancing back there. You know, I've mentioned this with other running backs. No one will ever be exactly like Le'Veon Bell, right? But some guys have a similar style, mimicking that patient, gliding movement. You can see it here. He's incredibly patient. He's just waiting, letting his blocks develop in front of him. It's like he's hanging 10, just waiting for the perfect moment. He glides toward the line of scrimmage and then absolutely explodes through the gap. Look at that burst. He's there 1 second and gone the next. It's a magic act. He hits the sideline and turns upfield. They managed to bring him down, but he was dangerously close to scoring on that play. Just an incredibly smooth run. It's incredible. He vanishes into the pile and then just shoots out the other side. A massive gain on the play. And here we go. A massive play against the Buffalo Bills. And I'm positive this clip comes from their playoff matchup. Let's analyze his execution here against a Bills defense that was getting stronger as the season went on. Now, just watch this. Witness that incredible cutback. He makes his man vanish and surges up the field. It's another display of his phenomenal balance and vision. Take a look. He jukes inside. Number 24 is left grabbing air. There's a minor block, but this play was his creation entirely. That block was a miss. It was pure individual effort, maintaining his balance, driving forward, and fighting for every single yard after contact. That is what you demand from a star running back like Travis Etienne. Now, for this next play, they're lined up against the Indianapolis Colts. It appears to be a 12 personnel set, with 2 tight ends off the left tackle. Let's see what develops here. That's just vicious, absolutely brutal. You see him hesitate twice, just for a split second. Watch the setup. Boom. He bounces outside to his left, spots number 43 coming in. Now look closely. He cuts upfield. Pow. And he's gone, leaving the defender looking completely lost. Oh, there's another one? Yes. He sidesteps him too, and he continues to power ahead. That is an incredibly tough run. Let's see it again. The explosive cut. Oh, and another juke. Boom. He accelerates forward, sheds another tackler. Plays like these are absolutely priceless. Pure gold. All right, next clip. They're operating from a pistol formation here. It's an 11 personnel package with 1 tight end left against the Chargers trips right look. Let's see what Etienne shows us here. And it's another play that highlights his supreme patience. He's practically surfing in the wake of his blockers, isn't he? He allows them to forge a path ahead of him. Just observe. He isn't desperately trying to burst through the line. He identifies 1, then 2 defenders waiting for him. If he cuts back too soon, that defender has him. It becomes a 1 versus 1 battle where he'd have to shed the tackle instantly. But look here. He just waits. He lets his blocking develop and create the opportunity. He finally engages the unblocked defender on the backside, but not until he is right at the goal line. He waits until the last possible moment. That level of patience from a running back in this league can bring enormous dividends, and it certainly paid off for Etienne on that run. Okay, next, we have them taking on the Houston Texans. Let's break down this play straight up the middle. It's yet another example of how unbelievably smooth he is. Just watch his movement. That little stutter step. He's reading the defense, allowing the play to fully form. And his offensive line, with help from the entire unit, is generating a huge push off the ball. They executed some fantastic blocks. The play begins on the 10-yard line, and they've driven the defense back nearly to the 5, and he's simply dancing behind them, my friend. Just gliding, letting it all unfold before him. He doesn't rush it, which means he avoids taking a big hit and maximizes his yardage, ultimately finding the end zone for 6 points. See that? He catches number 11 completely off balance. 11 should have handled that better, but that's what Travis Etienne does to defenses. This is why the New Orleans Saints secured him with a 4-year deal. They desperately needed a running back, and he seems perfectly suited for their offense, especially under Kellen Moore. The Saints had a major need for a top-tier running back, and if you're a fan, this move should have you incredibly hyped. I am certain the entire organization is ecstatic about bringing him on board, because for a team like the Saints in a rebuild, they are now significantly ahead of schedule. Seeing them as contenders this year wouldn't be a shock at all. The signing of Travis Etienne was monumental, and I absolutely approve. I'm a huge fan of this, but what do you all think? Drop a comment and tell me your opinion on this signing. What was your assessment of Travis Etienne's last season? Just a joke. Travis Etienne. We have to get it right. Come on, guys, let's nail the pronunciation. But yes, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you hit like, subscribe to the channel. We only talk football here. I truly appreciate you watching. The tape on Travis Etienne Jr. reveals a brilliant, explosive back with talent far beyond just carrying the ball. After landing a 4-year, $52 million contract with the Saints, he faces a new chapter with massive expectations. He showed flashes of greatness early, and after a brief dip, he erupted for over 1,100 rushing yards. His film highlights elite footwork and instinct. He doesn't dance. He makes one sharp cut and explodes through the lane. His rapid-fire movements, without losing speed, make him a nightmare for defenses in tight spaces. His balance is incredible. He absorbs hits and keeps his legs driving, consistently gaining yards after the first contact. This blend of vision and power turns routine handoffs into game-changing plays, leaving defenders helpless. His style is a rare mix of patience and fury, mirroring the league's top runners as he waits for his blocks to develop. That deliberate tempo, reminiscent of Le'Veon Bell, helps him maximize gains while avoiding punishing hits. When he sees an opening, his acceleration is instant and violent, erasing pursuit angles for huge gains. His agility is just as deadly, using subtle fakes and sharp cuts that leave defenders grasping at nothing. While not yet on Alvin Kamara's level as a receiver, he's a reliable threat in the passing game, boosting his versatility. For a Saints franchise in the middle of a reset, Etienne's arrival is a massive upgrade to their offense. His complete skill set makes him the new offensive cornerstone, capable of pushing the team into immediate playoff contention. The film consistently shows how he manipulates defenders in space, making him nearly impossible to line up for a clean tackle. Defenders are forced into bad angles because his subtle fakes and sudden bursts create hesitation across the entire defense. On outside plays, he expertly baits defenders into overcommitting before he accelerates right past them. He sets up his moves, not just relying on speed. That's how elite backs create yards that aren't even there. Even when a play breaks down, his competitiveness and vision allow him to manufacture positive yardage on his own. His powerful lower body lets him absorb hits and stay on his feet, turning minimal gains into first downs. In today's league, a running back who can create something from nothing is an invaluable weapon. As he joins the Saints, Etienne could completely reshape their offense. Especially with Alvin Kamara's future uncertain, he is poised to become the new focal point, and his scheme versatility will make the offense dangerously unpredictable. With his game-breaking speed and smarter play, he is already a Pro Bowl caliber player with a sky-high ceiling. For a team trying to speed up its rebuild, Etienne is more than a signing. He is an investment in pure explosiveness. If you love this deep dive, make sure to follow, comment with your take on Etienne's impact, and stick around for more.